Oh, hey there, it's Laurie Lynnsee, and this is today's Love and Light Message from Spirit. Today's Friday. Friday. And somebody just told me the other day that it's the last week of the month. We're not halfway through the month, we're at the end of the month. Like, I guess Monday is, or next week is April. And then somebody else shared with me that Easter is not this weekend, but next weekend. I don't know. Time just moves so quickly. It just moves so quickly. I'm going to do a reading from Soul's Journey. Moving my chair back. I just left physical therapy. I go to physical therapy 4 times a week. 4 times a week. It's like going to regular therapy. Yesterday our card was attend to your spiritual needs. So I'll put that back in the deck. I go 3 days a week for lymphedema, which is swelling. I have valves in my legs that no longer pump the blood and stuff. They're called leaky valves, and it comes from CMT. Plus, I had a surgery that kind of interrupted my lymph system last May. So, surgeries are great, and they do fix problems, but they can create new problems. And I'm not going to say that I regret that surgery, because I don't. I don't regret that surgery at all. It benefited me greatly. Now I'm just having a new issue. I turned on my camera, and it had like a filter already on it, and so I kind of look weird, I think. So if you think I look weird, I kind of do look weird. It doesn't feel right. But anyways, let's see what message we have for today from Spirit. It's a beautiful sunny day, cloudy skies. You know, those big fluff kind of clouds. But it's chilly. It's in the 30s, I think. Though I'm not wearing a coat. I have reached that point where I just don't want to wear a coat anymore. I just don't want to wear a coat. So, I'm not going to wear a coat. Can't make me do it. Okay, if nothing pops out on this round, we'll go off the bottom on the next. So, I met with my writing partner yesterday, and we put a deadline. Book 2, we're going to finish writing it by June 1st. So that's a little over 2 months. 2 months and a week. Ooh, follow your calling, attend to life's purpose. I think we've just had this one recently. So that's our goal. So then we'll spend the summer, not the whole summer, but we'll spend time ourselves editing it, and then we turn it into our publisher hires a professional editor. Then they make changes, and then we review their changes. And our goal is to have book 2 published in November. So book 1 was published last November, and this one will be this November. So follow your calling, attend to your life's purpose. Look at this. It's just like she's walking towards her goal. She's working towards her goal. And I say her, this is the figure right here. I've said this before. If you are living your life's purpose, that's the happiest you can be. When you know in your soul, this is exactly what I should be doing. Follow your calling. Let's see what the book has to say. Yesterday, I met with someone who is going to be a guest on my podcast. I've taken a break from podcasting for a little while and kind of revamping it. I'm renaming it. It used to be called the Laurie Lynnsee podcast. And then I got some advice from a podcaster that says your title should really be like what your podcast is about. So people know, like I'm not somebody with a big name, so my name's not going to draw people. So I'm changing the name to the Inner Compass podcast. And I interviewed this gal yesterday she has a doctorate degree from New York University, NYU. And she She lives in the woo-woo world. I mean, she's part of our community, but her special gift, one of her special gifts, is animal empath. So she communicates with animals. And our conversation yesterday was mind blowing. And then I asked her just, if she could tell me about the animals around me. And she was like dead on with these animals. And she brought up something about animals that I have been feeling I've really struggled with. And it has to do with, so the last house we owned and this house we owned, we had trouble with mice getting in our house. And once they're in, it's just like, and so we've tried many different methods of trapping the animals, doing, I don't even want to talk about, we talked about poisoning them. When we lived in Wisconsin, it was legal to poison them. And I've always felt this strong sense of, I hate doing this, but I don't want them in my house, right? And in fact, it got so bad, this was like over 10 years ago. It got so bad with me personally that as a teacher, I taught third grade at the time, and every year I read the book, The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Great Beverly Cleary book. Highly recommend Beverly Cleary for if you have kids or grandkids in that second to fourth grade range. That's the read alouds you should be doing at night, because the stories are just so awesome. So she's got a series of, I think, 3 books that involve a mouse. And so I read The Mouse and the Motorcycle every single year. And when we had that infestation of mice in my house, I couldn't read that book anymore because I was killing the mice. And she brought that up in our conversation, that guilt. And I didn't even talk about that. And now I hire a professional company, and I actually talk to the mice and tell them, please don't come in here. And she said, by you taking up space and setting your boundaries with these mice and communicating with them that I'm having it professionally taken care of, they're not going to bother you. Like that was a shadow that you were dealing with and that you were having a hard time with. You didn't want them in your life, but you didn't want to kill them. You were having that kind of, and she said, you've worked through that. So follow your calling. Is that the card? Yeah. So everything that exists in this world has a purpose, from a tiny insect to a huge mountain range. And we've all been designed to created for a particular task. Our purpose is an expression of our ideal self and the way we wish to be. Our lives are meaningful and significant when we are aligned with our unique calling. So, yeah. It's kind of weird how I start talking about animals and then Spirit works with me in weird ways. Okay, the mantra for today is, I am determined to discover and follow my life's purpose wholeheartedly. And guess what? When you do that and you start living your purpose, your life becomes great. And it becomes easier to make decisions in your life. Like, should I make this move? Does it fit my life's purpose? Should I marry this person? Does it fit my life's purpose? Should I continue this friendship with this person? Does it match my life purpose? Not everything is directly connected with your life purpose, but so many things about you get extended off of you because of your life's purpose. So there you go. It's still crazy out there. It's still crazy, but try and find time in your day to ground. Yesterday I talked about a breathing technique. Another thing you could do is this tapping technique where you tap and you say positive things like, I am safe. I am safe. On your temple, I am safe. There's this whole tapping thing, and you can Google it. It's kind of a tapping meditation, and it actually can also take away pain. I learned it from someone in the woo community who's also a therapist. And she'll probably say to me, Laurie, it's called this, because she follows me and watches my videos. Dr. Z, what's it called? The tapping thing. It's a great grounding activity. So let's bring in the calmness and then release. I hope you're all having a blessed day. Love and light to you all.